is recognized. Dr. Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You know, I find it fascinating around here that oftentimes campaigns and the politics are criticizing people who are somehow sending jobs to China and OPEC, and then we're buying goods from them. Now, if you wait long enough, everything seems to reverse itself, and now we seem to be criticizing those who make things in the U.S. and want to sell to other countries. Let me name some of the things that we make in the U.S. which we export. Civilian aircraft, semiconductors, passenger cars, medical, dental, and pharmaceutical preparations, vehicle parts, industrial machinery, yes, fuel oil, organic chemicals, telecommunications equipment, the list goes on and on. And as my friend from Texas was just pointing out, there is a great concern for our trade deficit. Now, trade deficit means we sell you something, you sell us something, whoever sells the least loses and the other is the deficit. Let's look at some numbers here with China. In 2011, last year, we had a $272 billion trade deficit. In 2010, a $273 billion trade deficit. In 2009, a $226 billion trade deficit. In 2008, $268 billion. How about at the European Union? In 2011, it was $89 billion, 2010, $79 billion, and 2009, $61 billion trade deficit. How about OPEC? In 2011, $118 billion trade deficit. 2010, $95 billion. 2009, $62 billion. In 2008, when we were buying a lot of oil from them, $178 billion trade deficit. Now, this is pretty amazing to me that we have an opportunity to make something and sell things to them rather than us sending more money to them is an opportunity for us to grow jobs. Now, I'd be particularly concerned that Massachusetts is touting that its #3 export market is China. Maybe what we might want to do to test out this amendment is to start out by preventing Massachusetts from exporting to China and the EU to see how that state fares when it has to import more than export. No, what we do here in this country is we make things and we sell products to other countries, and that helps our jobs. When we refine oil in coastal areas and we sell diesel fuel to other countries, that is exporting things and bringing back money so we can have jobs. When we make steel, when we make so many other products, we sell it, we get the money, we have our jobs here. Now, I am really tired also of, in addition to buying products from other countries, of also sending them our blood and treasure to protect their oil fields. I'm particularly frustrated because when I go down to Bethesda Hospital, and I'm over there in the Navy treating our wounded warriors, and I've got to see these kids with their arms and legs and faces blown off because we're protecting OPEC oil fields. We have an opportunity to have oil from North Dakota and Montana and so many other states in this country and having our own energy independence. And we're setting up this fallacious argument about we shouldn't be allowed to export, we shouldn't be allowed to lower the overall cost of oil. We should continue to have OPEC with a stranglehold around us for oil and manufacturing while we send our kids over there to die to protect their fields? Please, Mr. Chairman, let's have some sanity in this chamber and in this House and in this committee and understand that all these costs and all these numbers pale in comparison to what we see from sending thousands of soldiers over there to protect Mideast oil. We have an opportunity here to have tens of thousands of jobs with our oil, with North American oil, with North American workers, with North American laborers and operating engineers and welders and steam fitters. What about them? What about American jobs? I've had it up to here with protecting OPEC. I've had it up to here with continuing to argue about jobs going off to China. We have an opportunity to do something today. And instead we're saying we can't make things here, we can't manufacture things here, we can't drill for things here, we can't mine for things here and send them to other countries. It's about time. It's about time that we paused and understood that what makes America great is our ability to make things, our strength of our military, the ingenuity, creativity, and inventiveness of Americans. And if we somehow draw this line around our borders and say we're not going to sell anything to the world anymore, we will suffocate ourselves from breathing our own air. We will continue this trade deficit, which is destroying our economy. So I urge my colleagues, if for no other reason than saving lives of Americans who have to go overseas and protect oil fields from OPEC. For no other reason than that. Vote no on this amendment and keep Americans strong. I yield back.
Gentleman's time's expired. I'm generally recognizing in orders of seniority unless your accent is similar to mine. And then the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Doyle, is recognized.
Are you trying to say my accent is similar to yours?